Question: what can I expect if I go through a tax audit as a small business? Answer: an audit is something like a strip search, only less pleasant. The auditor wants to know that you reported all your income, deducted only legitimate, ordinary and necessary expenses which aren't extravagant, and which are documented. That's where the problems begin. Asking to prove things that happened a couple of years ago is no fun, especially if your memory is hazy and records are sketchy. It's downright frustrating, maddening, and made more so by the auditor, who often will have a very unsympathetic approach. So, just grin and bear it. Man up and prepare, by being able to prove everything. Go in there realizing that the auditor is just doing what they are told to do. It's not personal. Keep your cool and plod along. Oh, and did I mention, never go to an audit without your CPA or CA with you. In challenging times, it's very helpful to have someone in the room that's on your side. Question: what are the tax obligations for small businesses in Australia? Answer: small businesses in Australia have several tax obligations that they need to comply with. Here are some of the key tax obligations for small businesses in Australia. Goods and Services Tax, GST. If your small business has an annual turnover of $75,000 or more, $150,000 or more for non-profit organizations, you must register for GST. This means you need to charge GST on the goods and services you sell and pay the GST collected to the Australian Taxation Office, ATO, on a regular basis. Income tax. All small businesses in Australia must pay income tax on their taxable income. The income tax rate depends on the legal structure of the business and the income earned. For example, sole traders and partnerships are taxed at the personal income tax rates, while companies are taxed at a flat rate of 30%. Payroll tax. If your small business pays wages that exceed the threshold set by your state or territory, you may be liable to pay payroll tax. The threshold and tax rates vary by state or territory. Fringe benefits tax, FBT. If your small business provides benefits to employees, such as company cars or free accommodation, you may be liable to pay FBT. The FBT rate is currently 47% and is paid by the employer, not the employee. Superannuation. As an employer, you must contribute to your employees' superannuation funds. The current rate of superannuation contribution is 10%, and this is expected to increase gradually to 12% by 2025. Other taxes. Depending on the nature of your business, you may be liable to pay other taxes, such as excise duty, customs duty, and fuel tax. It is important to note that small businesses in Australia may be eligible for various tax concessions, such as the small business tax offset, immediate asset write-off, and simplified depreciation rules.